So it's not about that. Well, what is it about? It's about giving. It's about sharing what you have with someone who may have less, or someone who you don't have to have less. They can just, you just want to be a gift to someone, right? So when we begin to, and what that does, it translates, right? It translates into not just the holiday season, but every season. It builds and it creates empathy and understanding and concern and compassion. Those are things that will help every person, every day of their life. Whether you have unique and special needs or not. Well, we all have them, whether they manifest strongly or not. Right? So working to manage the expectations goes all the way full circle to identifying a source of stress. I can speak for me. I had a revelation about 5 years ago. I'm working 2-3 jobs. I'm always just doing what I do. Everybody's working on, she's working full time and all this. And it gets to be like November and from October. And I started thinking, okay, I gotta put money aside, because I want to get these big grandiose gifts. And I have 4 children of my own. My oldest will be 20 in a couple weeks, on down. And so I'm a young guy. I'm like, I want to give my kids what I didn't have. So I went into debt. Like, when Christmas comes back around, I'm still paying on last Christmas. Credit card, interest. I might still be paying for an old toy from 2 years ago, some credit card I've been paying for now. But I had this epiphany. Because what happened was one year, we had a family situation where when I was trying to put away for this big stuff for the kids, to keep the house, we had to use that money. And I sat the kids down, and I felt I was all, so I'm going to get you guys this stuff. Your mom, what I try to do, and all of a sudden, as I'm going into that talk with them, something hit me and said, what is wrong with you? It's not about that. It's about what we're doing, sitting together. It's about being calm together. It's about understanding that things are nice to have when they're available, but they don't make you good or bad. And so I had this whole wake-up call, and it began to allow me to manage my expectations.
Exactly.
See, because you have to be careful. It's not just the kids' expectations. It's our expectations. Because I didn't ever want my kids to get secondhand toys at Christmas like we had to get. See, because Toys to Tots came out when I was a kid. But it wasn't bring a new unwrapped gift. It was bring a gently used, we're going to remake this thing gift. And I'll never forget one of the most difficult things in my childhood, because I was a kid, right? I was a kid. And I thought like a kid, a child. Like, we had cousins, their father was like an engineer. He had money, like, they had all the new G.I. Joes. We had Army men, they had G.I. Joes. Like, that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
And so they came over our house, and we always had most of the kids, and we had 8 boys. You want to have a party, just come to my house, and you plus us 8 is a party. And so they came over and we went up in the attic, which was our play area, and they're like, yo man, cuz, where's y'all toys y'all got for Christmas? And I was like, oh man, they right over here in this block. And at first, like, we were cool, because we had somewhat managed expectations until someone else came in. We had a different experience. And so we're like this big old box of used toys that we were cool with until someone else put a different expectation in our mind. Yeah. And that crushed me. I'll finish the story. So I said, yo, cuz, we got this, and we got that. And they were like, man, no, like your Christmas toys from this year. And they weren't their experience was different. Right? What was available, the level of expectation they had was a little different. Not that my parents were less and their parents were better, all of that stuff. It's just the experience was different. Well, I share that story, kind of make a point But I also
Yeah.
share that story because it translates into the rest of our children's lives that have unique and special needs. Because we have to teach them that their experience is their experience. And if their experience is, I can't read right now and I'm in the 6th grade, that's your experience. Don't judge yourself by someone who's in the 6th grade and reads at a 10th grade level.
Right.
You're in 6th grade, you're struggling, let's do what you gotta do and own the space you're in. Don't give yourself an unrealistic expectation of reading at a 10th grade level because your friend can. Read at the level you're at and get better, and get better, and get better. Right?
Right.
And so when you're managing expectations, it's not just about what you want, what I gotta get. It's about owning where you're at and understanding your current reality and then taking the steps to make it